So I had a good sleep last night. I got a good 6 to 7 hours, I think. I didn't video where I was pitched because I was near another couple and I didn't want to be weird. But I'm at this place called the Sustainability Centre, which is really nice. It's not very hardcore because there's showers and toilets and stuff. And I'm just drying out my stuff because it was really damp this morning. Like, everything was wet and damp because of the dew and condensation. So I'm in the nature hike. Here's the inner just drying off and the outer, and then I'll be setting off soon. A lovely morning this morning. The mist is rising, you can see it there. Ooh. But yeah, really beautiful view just outside. The Sustainability Centre is just up there where I stayed. It is a lovely campsite. I don't like campsites usually because they can be noisy and rowdy, but my wife stayed there last time. She said it's really nice and quiet. There's like a 10 o'clock rule for quietness, and yeah, it's lovely and you get plenty of space to yourself. So yeah, really recommend the Sustainability Centre. I'll show on the map later, but yeah, this is beautiful. Beautiful woodland here. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's like sunbeams coming through those trees. It's so peaceful. But private property as usual. This next bit is beautiful. I've just walked through the sort of woodland walk through that path there, and the valleys are just opening up. And it's just rolling hills apart from them ugly pylons, but it's sort of like on the video it just looks like a bit of a view with some fields, but when you're here it's absolutely lovely. It's really worth it, and the weather's lovely. So if it rains for the rest of the week, at least I got this morning because it's absolutely beautiful. Look at this, we're in a beautiful place, and then there's a lay-by here, and these animals have left all this McDonald's stuff here. Total scum, just lazy savages, honestly, I can't believe it. So I'm going to bag all this up. There's a cafe over there apparently, hopefully with a bin, and I'm going to put it in the bin because these absolute dicks can't do it. Look at this beautiful area, lovely views here. There's the motorway, which is a bit noisy, but it's alright. And over there is the sea, I think. Yeah. Or a very big river. But yeah, this is really lovely, this bit. Nice rolling hills. And there's a cafe soon, apparently. Well, I just stopped at this place just when you get over the A3, and it's fantastic. Lovely breakfast and coffee and toilets and everything you need. Water supply too. And the trail carries on this way. Oh, the breakfast was lush. It wasn't like a Greasy Joe's breakfast. It was a really nice sort of healthy tasting breakfast, if that's possible, but it was good. So straight after the information centre, I forgot to say what it was. That's what it was. After my big breakfast, you go through this lovely woods, but it is uphill. So if you eat loads and have 2 cups of coffee, like I did, I feel a bit bleh. So be wary of that. But it is a good cafe. It doesn't open till 10, bear in mind, and there's some plugs as well. I managed to charge my phone, which is good. That's why I didn't take a photo of the breakfast and stuff. But yeah, it's a bit of a hill afterwards. So this section after the information centre is all woods and trees. It's all uphill, but it's not too bad. But I had 2 cups of coffee at the cafe, so I've kind of flown up it. But it's beautiful, just lovely woods and trees. This bit is a little bit enclosed, but further down that track, or road, it's just stunning actually. Look at that there. Some beautiful views through the trees. It's really steep down there as well. But it just smells lovely, and you can hear all the birds and everything. It's I love this. I love being amongst trees, and I love little sort of pathways through the woods, which this bit is. after the information centre. So the information centre where the cafe is, that opens at 10, is 24 miles in, and this is like the next sort of 3 or 4 miles. It's uphill most of it, but through some stunning woodlands and views, and it looks like there's more to come. Weather's fantastic today. Got my cap on so I don't get sun beat. I've got a lower peak this one on the Two Moors Way I did last year. I bought this cap with a long peak so it'd like block out the sun more, but it nearly gave me concussion because I was walking down and the peak was so low. I walked into this low branch and knocked me flat on my backside, and I had a big cut on the forehead for ages. So I've just got this one which folds up small and you can put in your pocket. But yeah, big breakfast, 2 cups of coffee. I'm flying at the moment. I'll probably burn out later on. Before this hike I was debating whether to get some of those little gator things. They're only like little bits of material. I think they're called Dirty Girl gaiters, and they're like 20 quid, and I was like, nah. Do you know what, I wish I bought them, because the amount of bits that get into your boot and then into your feet, it's really annoying. And you have to stop and take your boots off and get rid of all these little sharp bits of what have you. So yeah, I'm gonna get some for the next hike. So this is Harting Hill. There's some beautiful views, absolutely lovely. There's some kind of ruins there. Don't know what that is. I did see a sign but I didn't stop to look. But yeah, I might stop here, take my shoes off, let my feet breathe for a bit, have some water and a banana, and sit and look at the view. So clouded over a little bit, looks like it could rain, but it's been beautiful this morning. Just lovely, lovely sun, lots of shade walking through all those woods, and I'm loving it. What's over here? Let's have a look. More of the same. I presume I'm going up there. Yeah, so I'm going to chill out here for a bit and look at this stunning view. Now I do like adapting things for hiking. You may have seen my DIY windshield out of a can of beer for my stove. So I would like to bring a camping chair, something to lean back on, but I use my rucksack with the hiking pole jabbed up into the sort of lid of it underneath, and then with the frame you can just lean back on it. So there it is. It goes up under the lid. As long as you've got a dry patch of grass, or you could put a bag underneath your carrier bag or something, and it is really comfortable. So yeah, I like to adapt stuff. So I could bring a Hillinox chair, which is really light, and I have got a lightweight camping chair at home. It's a kilo though, I didn't want to bring that for this, but this is all right. You can lean back on it and stretch your feet out. So yeah, another what do you call it, adaptive camping tip from me. So the second day is definitely a lot more hillier. There's these rolling hills going up and down. They're not really long, but they are there. Sort of from mile 20 to about, I think I'm on mile 33 at the moment, or 35, I'm not sure. So for the next 10 to 15 miles from mile 20, it does get a lot hillier, and it looks like it's going to carry on as well, judging by that. So they're not the worst I've ever done, but they're certainly, you know, take a bit of fitness, take your time with it. Looks like it's going down again. But oh, it's lovely. It's a shame the sun's gone in now, but the flowers are gorgeous. Just got to the top of this hill and there's this like meadow of flowers. I don't know, it won't do it justice, but it's absolutely beautiful. The colours of these flowers. Getting in touch with my delicate side here. It looks like something from a painting. Apart from the plane in the sky, it's really quiet, just the bugs. There are some beautiful spots along here. The sun's come out this evening as well, and wow, just thought I'd share it with you. This last bit of day 2 has been one of my favourites. So when I went past the farm shop near Cocking, I had an amazing meal at Cocking because the farm shop was closed, and went up the hill, which is quite brutal, but when you get to the top, I'm going to show it on the map later, I'll point it out, as these just, well, I did a video earlier of these stunning sort of flower type meadows, and it's just beautiful along here. I'm quite lucky because it's a lovely evening. I was going to do selfie mode, but the sun is right behind me, so all you can see is the sun, but it's just beautiful along this bit. This has been one of my favourite bits of the whole thing so far. Maybe because the sun's out and it makes everything look better, but yeah, so I'm coming up to Littlington Farm where I've got a camp booked, but I'm going to see how it is. If I don't like the look of it, I'm just going to keep going, because after that food and a beer in the pub, the Blue Boar, I think, I'm going to make a note of it and let you know, because they were really friendly. I kind of got my second wind. I reckon I could keep going, so we'll see how we go. So I'm at this campsite and it's pretty empty and sparse, as you can see. I've just had a fantastic shower down there in the barn, so I feel like a new man, and I've just set up my tent. So I'm just going to talk about my tent and some of the gear that I've got. So there's my amazing seat contraption. There it is. Plonk it there, lean back on that, and you have yourself a chair to enjoy the rest of your beer. So this is the Nature Hike Cloud Up 2. I wish I got the olive green one. It's sort of green. I don't think the colour's making it kind of look yellow at the moment, but it is bright green. It's fantastic. I should have shown you how to put it up actually. I might have to do a separate video on this. So you got a vent there, it's got like a little arm thing. The condensation was pretty bad yesterday, but only on the outer fly. The inner fly was fine, because it's really, these things pull it out and it clips on there, so it kind of pulls out the inner fly. Now I've seen a YouTube video of this from Summit or Nothing, a guy in Dartmoor, where this thing survived 40-50 mile an hour winds, I think, and really heavy rain. But I'm 6 foot tall, and the only downside of this is the vestibule isn't massive. It's all right, I can just about get my bag in there and my boots in there, but I'll show you the inside while there's enough light. So there's a good gap down the side. I don't know if it'll do that, see, down the side of the tent, so it doesn't really touch it. Let's open it up. It's really easy to put up with these clip things. They just clip around, all around. It just takes seconds. And this frame system, you can see it, it goes in like a triangle up here, down and up there. I'll show you it properly. So you can just use the inner, and it's really big. I'm 6 foot tall and I can sit up in there no problem. I can sit up and read, I can get changed. There's a little hook for your lamp. And it's really, really big. It is a 2-man tent, but I think you'd be really cramped with 2. And this is the Nemo Tensor long wide in there, which is so comfortable, and it's wide enough for me. It's 25 inches, and you can see the room there. This is the long version, so I've got more than enough room, and there's enough room just in this tent. But I really love this tent. It's so quick and easy to put up. It's 1.5 kilograms without the ground sheet. The ground sheet is an extra 200 grams, but I didn't bring that. But for 150 pounds, it's so quick and easy to put up. It's really really good in the rain, and it's really good in high winds, which I haven't used. But check out Summit or Nothing review on it, and his friend with an MSR tent, which costs a lot more, actually broke in those winds, whereas this thing didn't. It's really easy to put up, to put away. I really, really like it. And you can, it's sort of freestanding, you can move it around as well. I'll have to do a proper review on it, putting it up and everything. But yeah, this is my tent. And this is my chair, my throne. Look at it, I'm gonna enjoy it now. So I'm sitting on my throne, leaning back, and it's holding me, and it's comfortable. And I've got my leftover beer. And I am happy that this campsite, look at it, this is a campsite and it's empty. This is what I wear at night, they're merino wool thermals, leggings as well. And they just give an extra layer of insulation and warmth. And it stops you kind of sticking to the sleeping mat or your sleeping bag, whatever. In there, the sleeping bag in the corner is the Nature Hike C280. It's really, really light and I use it like a blanket. But if it was any colder, I think I would struggle. But I have got a down jacket and socks and a hat and everything. But yeah, I smashed 22 miles today. But do you know what? I could have carried on, but this campsite is so good. I really felt like carrying on because the weather was beautiful. I had my second wind after that food. Tomorrow the weather's supposed to be good. And I haven't booked anything. I think I'm just going to wild camp and I'm just going to walk until late and see where I get, because Thursday the weather doesn't look good. So, but yeah, lovely blue sky, and I'm just going to watch the stars pop out before I get to bed. So second day I set off. This bit I loved, absolutely loved it, all through the woods. It starts to really open up at this point. Really, really beautiful. Just following there, there's a water source there and a cafe through the woods. Oh, the cafe here. So this bit here, this is where I left the litter. I found a parking spot up here and there was a bin, so I put the over here, some of the dirty tramps left all that McDonald's litter. So I walked it up here. This bit here rolling down was stunning. And also here in this valley, you could wild camp so easy, and it was just flat and lovely and open. So that would be a good spot to wild camp, definitely. Here is the information centre. You cross the road and it's sort of over here, and it's fantastic. A fantastic breakfast, everything you need there. It doesn't open till 10 though, so bear that in mind. And there's, as soon as you walk out, there's water taps as well to fill up. Then you go through here. Now this through the forest was lovely, but it was a beast of a hill. It was really steep, and I'd had a massive breakfast as well, so I was a bit like bleh. Now, make sure you stock up here with food or whatever you need, or make sure you've got enough with you in the first place, because my wife had done her research. After this village, which I didn't go into, I just followed the route, it was so lovely. There's not much after here. There's nothing for about, I think, about 10 miles. So fill up with water, make sure you've got enough water. And then this stretch, just turn the page, there's nothing. It's beautiful, it's absolutely beautiful, but there's no water sources, not even a stream, nothing. There's no shops. You'd have to go into South Harting if you thought, I'm running out of stuff. But you're talking about a mile out the way, which is a real pain. So there's nothing. This bit is really weird. It's hilly here, it gets hilly too. You can literally see the path going to this big hill. What's it called? Cross Dykes, Pen Hill, whatever. But for some weird reason, whoever invented the South Downs Way path makes you go all the way down here and all the way back up. It's really weird. I don't know why. I stuck true to it. I didn't cheat. But yeah, just bear that in mind. You're not going the wrong way. That is the right way. Still, there's nothing. The views are stunning along here. Absolutely stunning. Oh, it's stuck. Stuck because of all the rain on the last day. Yeah, follow it down. Again, nothing. This bit here, I wanted to wild camp along here. It was stunning. It was absolutely beautiful. There was flowers and meadows. It was just open. It was fantastic, and the sun was going down. It was great. There's a farm shop here, but it was closed when I got there late afternoon. There is a cafe as well, a little cafe, but I gave in and I went into Cocking because I wanted a big pub meal, and I went in there to the Blue something. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I feel bad now because they were really nice. But I had a beast of a meal in there and a pint. It was fantastic. And there's a little shop in there as well. So I had to come all the way back again. So I added another mile or two and then carried on up the hill. And just a long way. And this bit here is stunning. Absolutely stunning. So there's another 20-mile mark, 40 miles. Beautiful, this stretch. And the sun was going down. I was very lucky with the weather. And down I went to the next campsite, which was all the way down through the fields. It's a clear path through the field. And then Littlington Farm, which is really nice. And there's showers there. It's basically a field. It's not like, you know, sort of a nice sort of campsite. I don't mean that badly. It is literally a farmer's field, and you just pitch up and they've got showers and toilet pods there, sort of thing. The cafe there opens at 9, I think, in the morning, but I was long gone by that point. So that was 40, I think that was 21, 22 miles that day. So that was the second day.